Hey guys, Highland out here, and today we'll be reviewing Legacy Predacon Buzzsaw. And if you couldn't already tell, this is a very clear repaint and very slight remold of Waspinator. Besides the paint job and the head, it's basically the same mold. So, anyways. Let's get talking about this thing. And I'll say it's a pretty good figure. A good lot of articulation, pretty decent transformation. Just one thing I have with it is how the chest doesn't really have a proper lock-in spot. I mean, it does like back here, but about the main wasp head doesn't have a real good lock-in spot, which I find a little bit annoying because, like, how can you, I guess, mess with a figure whose chest doesn't really lock in? It's weird. But yeah. But when it comes to articulation, this guy has a lot of. The head is on a ball joint, so got a little bit of waggle, a swivel. Can't look up this far, down that far. The shoulders are on hinges, so it can do a perfect 90 degree. There is also a shoulder swivel. There's a bicep swivel. There is a 90 degree bend and a 90 degree back bend. A wrist swivel. There is a waist. The wings can move, for they are on ball joints. The legs can kick out this far. Kick out that far. It's kind of impeded because of the back of the wasp. You can just break the leg. And the leg can go a bit. Well, no, that seems to be roughly a bit less than 90. There is a decent bit of pivot, heel down, and toe down. You can, if you want, to move the bug legs, but there's not really much point in doing that. So, yeah. When it comes to articulation, Buzzsaw has the stinger, which is, well, if you already have the Waspinator mold, is very obvious. It does not look like the stereotypical stinger gun that Waspinator had. It's just a stinger. Because of that, I typically just leave it plugged in here because, like, what's the point of it? So yeah, like I just leave it plugged in and don't take it out. When it comes to size comparisons, and if this figure doesn't fall, for size comparisons, here we have Kingdom Tigatron. This figure doesn't fall. And here we have Kingdom Wingfinger. Now, let's get right into the Wasp mode. And here we have Buzzsaw in the Wasp mode. And, well, it looks like a wasp. And, yeah, besides the fact that, you can barely see the hands sticking through the feet, kind of right there. It's a decent wasp mode. Yeah. When it, I guess, comes to articulation, the wings can move, like shown from before. You can move the antennae, and you can also move the mandibles too. You can also, just like with the roller mode, if you want to move the legs, you can, but it's not necessarily like a main part of articulation. When it comes to weapon storage, I kind of show that in robot mode, how the stinger just goes in right there. And yeah. Well, when it comes to size comparisons, here we have Buzzsaw next to Tigatron, and here we have him next to Wingfinger again. So yeah, to be honest, there was not much I could find to talk about this figure, because it's just a Waspinator remold, and since this character never showed up in any shows, as far as I know, it's like, what is there to really talk about besides it being a Waspinator repaint? Yeah, not much to talk about with this figure. I do like it, just not much to talk about. See you guys in another video.